What's up, guys? Wolverine Kid here, coming to you again. Here for hitting the classics with the kid segment here on Dark Avenger Inc. Plus. Back again for hitting the classics with the kid. It's where I look through my collection and pull out something that I might talk about. I pulled out a few things for a while, but the next one that I want to talk about, and I hope everybody, and pretty much I got a lot of good feedback from the first installment of Hitting the Classics with the Kid, where I talked about my favorite crossover. I got some more crossover books coming, but definitely I wanted to pull this one out. Once again, yeah, it's a Marvel book, and it's for all the people out there that are fans of these three characters. This book came out in 1991. Yeah, and I remember my dad bought me this book when I was young. I was still able to buy books for myself. So my dad used to always take me to the comic stores, and I picked this up. I am a fan of the characters, and the book is none other than, if you can see that, Ghost Rider, Wolverine, and Punisher, Heart of Darkness. This was just a one-shot story, basically, that Howard Mankey and Ramada Jr. actually was the artist. Now I'm going to take it out because actually I want to show you a little thing. The book actually folds into, if you could see, an open cover. It opens bigger than that. As you can see, you've got Wolverine and all of them fighting. Well, yeah, you can't see it. You see Mephisto in the corner. And of course Blackheart's there too. Like I said, it's a big cover. It's really big. I'm gonna maybe have to move all the way up so you guys can see it, or just move it across the board. There you go. You see it? It was nice. So let me get a little bit into the story. All right. The story of this takes place in a small town called Christ's Crown. Yeah, a small town. I believe where they said it was Colorado, I believe, or somewhere. And in the beginning we have pretty much a cult, pretty much doing sacrificing. Doing a blood sacrifice to somebody. We don't know, but as you can see here, they're pretty much sacrificing this girl, a blood sacrifice, who they summon Blackheart. Yeah, that's Ramada's artwork of Blackheart. Pretty good. And Blackheart, he's summoned by them, and unfortunately he ain't happy about it. As you can see, he kills the cult. As you see, he kills the cult because he's like, I didn't want you guys to bring me here. I don't care about you guys, but now that I'm here, there's something I need to do. So pretty much we enter my favorite Ghost Rider, Johnny Blaze's brother, Dan Ketch. Yeah, it looks like Peter Parker with a 5 o'clock shadow, but yeah, it's Dan Ketch. He drives into Crystal Cove, Christ's Crown, because he gets a strange note. He gets a strange note, basically, of somebody telling him about what the Ghost Rider is, the Ghost Rider ability, Zarathos and all that, and to meet him in this town. When he gets there, he's greeted by a woman known as Flo, Flo, who runs this this boarding house, pretty much, so she could put him up for the night. And when Dan gets in there, he meets her daughter. He meets her he meets her daughter Lucy here, who's really like very comfortable around him. Like she's hugging him and everything like that. And she is about to have him, sign the paper, sign these waivers, so so she get register him to get a room and everything like that. And you see him just stand there, and then Lucy tells him, "You're not the only person from that's here." And you see there are two guys here, and ta-da! Enter Mr. Logan and Mr. Frank. And pretty much Dan Ketch is like, "Why do I know these? I think I know these guys. They look familiar." And Lucy goes on to tell Frank, tell Dan about what Frank and Mr. Logan are here for, and she says they're here because they like the hunting around here. And as you can see, the note here, right here in this section right here, it talks about the note. This is really good artwork by Ramada. It's very good, as you can see, and things like that. And also then you see this enters Frank Castle, the Punisher. He gets a knock on the door, and you see him got his gun ready out. Open the door. Who's there? Wolverine. And he's like, "Mr. Logan." He's like, "I thought you wouldn't recognize me." He's like, "Please, the fake mustache, please. Besides, you stink of death, just like me." It's like, and then Frank tells him, "What brings you here?" And then Wolverine tells him the same thing. I suppose the same as you. Get any mysterious notes lately? So they too got notes. But for they both got notes. But for them, for Punisher, it was a note. The note was for somebody is telling him that the people that killed his family, some of the men are here in this town. That gets his attention. And of course, for Wolverine, it's more about finding the people, getting that memory. Remember, this is way before his memory was fully restored back to him. So, and you see them all getting ready, gearing up, and then all of a sudden enter Blackheart to Dan Ketch and Wolverine, and and the Punisher. And it's revealed by Blackheart, he's the one that wrote the notes. He's the one that wrote the notes. He's the one that has summoned them to this town because what he wants is to take out his dad. It's always been that. It's always been that way with Blackheart. He doesn't like Mephisto. He doesn't like his dad. He always wants to usurp him and take over his realm and things like that. And Blackheart is like, what do you say? Will you join me and everything like that? And of course, the heroes, they're like, please get out of here. So pretty much, they attack Blackheart. As you see here, Wolverine attacking Blackheart, Punisher attacking him, things like that. And Blackheart uses his power to take over the town. He takes control of all the people in the town. And as you can see, little Lucy here, trying to stop her mom. And they all do care about Lucy. As you can see, they all like Lucy. When they hear her scream, Wolverine tells Lucy, I'll get your mama back. Basically, Dan Ketch, he needs to get to his motorcycle so he can become the Ghost Rider. But unfortunately, Black Bolt stole it. He stole the motorcycle, as you can see right here. He's like, Ghost Rider missing something, so he can't really help too much. And Wolverine and Punisher have to go in it alone. They're basically, have to get through this whole mob, and Blackwell's like, if you won't join me because I offered you basically spurned me. So now, if you don't join me, Lucy will die, pretty much. And you see Punisher try to take a shot. He loads in the Black Bolt, not really doing any much damage, and takes the Ghost Rider. He's got the Ghost Rider. He's got the motorcycle, and blood comes on Lucy, of course. They get into Punisher's battle van, and however, Dan needs transportation. He breaks into a motorcycle shop, and he gets cut because of the glass, but the glass makes the symbol of the motorcycle, and hence, there you go, becomes the Ghost Rider. And then you see him right here. Beautiful, beautiful. This was beautiful right here. Beautiful. And they go after Lucy. However, I love this line where Wolverine and Punisher, Punisher's like, okay, they're like, Wolverine's like, it's too quiet here, and Punisher's like, I know, maybe it's time to make some noise. And then he says, grab a weapon. I'm well stocked. And Wolverine says, thanks. Shink, but I carry my own. And so they have to really blush their way through this huge thorn field, and you see them just scrapping through this thorn field. All of a sudden, this Ghost Rider comes right through. Vengeance! He comes right. He's like, Blackheart, and they deal with some of their inner demons. That Blackheart's playing a lot of mind games with them, and unfortunately, the heroes are not caring too much about it, and they deal with Blackheart. However, some demons kidnap Lucy, and they end up in Mephisto's realm, pretty much. However, I love where Ghost Rider says this. No, you talk of any edge or the dark place in our souls. How can you see into the place that even I cannot? Look into yourself, fiend. See the purification that rots the madness that your father has forced upon you. See the pain you caused. Feel the pain. Pow! And he smack. Ghost Rider punches Blackheart, busts him up, just busts the crap out of Blackheart. Bam! Pow! Boom! Boom! And look what he does to his face. Here, down at the bottom. Oh, sorry. At the bottom. And Blackheart says, you cannot be the great soul defender Zarathos, the demon that's supposed to be the Ghost Rider. He says, the one that with the power to rival my father's. You are a self-righteous fool, and then, of course, he tries to go after Lucy. Wolverine chops his arm off, and then Punisher just clack, 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 just lays him into him, puts him into pieces, and then enters Mephisto in, I guess, his true form, right here. And pretty much, you would think Mephisto would, want vengeance on these guys for hurting his son, but no, he's like, you know what? My son's an arrogant prick anyway, so, he deserves what he gets this time. But, however, I'll let you leave my realm willingly, but for now, Ghost Rider, we will meet again. And pretty much, everybody goes back to normal. Punisher's really like, I can't believe this magical crap. He's like, I really don't like, but he goes off to say, all this talk about us being close to the edge, what do you think he really meant by that? Wolverine says, who knows, you know, and Ghost Rider says, it doesn't matter if there is an edge, or if we occasionally cross that line, you know, in terms of we killing people or stuff like that, but as long as the innocent is protected. And you see him grab Lucy's hand, our cause is just. It was good. I remember reading this for the first time and just really, because I'm a huge fan of Dan Ketch Ghost Rider. I like Punisher, and Wolverine was rocking the old brown costume, which was cool. This is a kind of a treasure to me as well, because this is the first time I believe these three actually got together in a one-shot story arc. You know, it was good to see Blackheart. You know, Blackheart's always a treasure to see whenever they put him in something. This was just a really good one-shot story, entitled "Heart of Darkness." You could tell, like, it's old. Look at that. It was $4.95. I remember when my dad got me this when I went to the comic store. He was like, Chris, he's like, okay, you can pick up 5 books. And I was going and I saw it. I was like, ooh, Ghost Rider, Wolverine, Punisher. Dad, I want this one. Can I get this? And he's like, yeah. And I forgot the other 4 books I got with it. But yeah, if you want to read this, you know, look for this. Look for it. Like I said, it's called Ghost Rider, Wolverine, Punisher, Heart of Darkness. If you are a fan of Romita's artwork, you'll love it. It's really good. His artwork is really good in this. Howard Mankey did a pretty decent job of writing, and this was still when Tom DeFalco was chief and editor of Marvel, but it was great. So I hope you guys enjoyed another edition of Hitting the Classics with the Kid. I won't tell you what I'll pull out next time, but let's just say you might like it, or you may not like it, but you might be like, whoa. But this time I gave you guys a classic from the 90s once again. I'm pulling out a lot of stuff from the 90s for a while. Don't worry, I'll go even further back if you want me to, but right now, I'll stick it in. I'll keep it in the 90s for a while. There were some good things about the 90s in comics. Not everything was bad, but Ghost Rider, Wolverine, Punisher, Heart of Darkness, real good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is Wolverine and Kid coming to you from Dark Avenger Inc.Plus. Catch you guys on the flip flop again, and thanks for watching Hitting the Classics with the Kid. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.